right. So I was like, thought I had to come across this because it came across my feed and whatnot. Did not know that this was happening. I was like missed it. Knew it was it's a San Diego Comicon thing and Marvel. Now I haven't done my Captain America for talking about the trailer and all that other stuff, but it's coming. But in saying that, this seemed more important because I was like, I was going to see they had some news, and I was like, obviously they did. And I was going to be like, nah, they're not going to really do anything like they used to because, hey, why would you want to put that type of pressure on yourself when you did and it was like, everything just flopping, everything just going. But main thing that basically came up, I was like, yes, they talked more about Captain America 4. Yes, they talked about the Thunderbolts. I was like, yeah, they sort of came out here and was like talking about Fantastic Four. All right, cool, yeah. Then gave us that the Russos are coming back to do Secret Wars, which cool. Then it's also talking about, hey, the other movie before that, not Kane Dynasty anymore. You gone, bye bye. Is called Doomsday. Now, of course, Doomsday, we all know, is for the video game Doom. You know, like the one that had the rock in it. That one. Now I'm just playing. But basically, Doom, basically one of the nemesis for the Fantastic Four. And while they were there, they're like, who's gonna be Dr. Doom? Since we already are this far of knowing the title and stuff like that. Which, as we do, the mask comes off. Robert Downey Jr. is back and he will reprise that role. I was like, it's gonna be Doctor Doom, but we don't know if it's Doctor Doom or he's Doctor Doom, but he's Tony Stark Doctor Doom. So that's gonna be more on. Now, with that being said, I think I'm in the spot of being like, cool. I was like, I think that's cool. I think it's a lot more concrete, especially once the multiverse has been sort of iffy and Kane wasn't doing what he needed to do. Plus, we just had to get him up out the paint. Then I'm like, cool. I like that. That's the title. I like that. That's a villain, especially because I was like, this has been a villain that everybody's sort of been wanting. Think about in all aspects. You know, I was like, I know, hell, for me, I would have loved it if the stuff with Bozeman didn't happen. That hey, Black Panther 2, that would have been some like Doom type of thing that had to do with that. But anyway, here or there. But as also thinking about this, good. I was like good and bad of it all. I guess the good of it is for me is that I like that you got the Russos, people that have done a lot of the great Marvel movies. Somebody that everybody knows, so we at least can say the level will be here. I mean, pretty high because it's an Avenger movie, but with them, the standard is high, and we at least in our heads are going to be like, we know we're getting here, to where it's not going to be like, I don't know what I'm going to expect out of here. Hopefully, it's good. We'll see. I don't know. We know what to expect from them. Robert Downey Jr. coming back, I was like, which we sort of figured that at some point he would towards the Secret War type of thing. I think a lot of them will come back towards that little last multiverse event. But him being Doom or whatever, like basically the evil, the bad guy, this whole thing, one makes sense, and also I think a good idea. Makes sense because it's like if you sort of look also at the MCU, Tony Stark is the reason that a lot of this stuff happened. That yes, we get to see him from the perspective of a good guy, but at the same time, change a little bit here and there, or depend on your perspective, he's really the bad guy the whole time, just trying to clean up messes all at every end. So I think that's why it's cool to see and good to see that context, because it's like we get to see a different. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to have it in that same perspective where you think that he's doing good stuff, but there's some bad that's in it. Along with that, basically the guy that ended the first saga is going to be the one that probably just kicks off the ending of the second saga. So it's like it begins with him and it ends with him. You know, so I was like, in not I mean, well, second time at least. So I think from that, I was like, and also Doom. I was like, Fantastic Four gonna be more. I was like involved in the end, so it's like it won't just feel like who is this guy out of nowhere. Because I was like, it is gonna sort of have to be a rush job, but it won't be too bad. And plus, I was like, Doctor Doom's a different character than Kane, and I feel like you can introduce in a way that doesn't have to take a whole bunch of like, who's that? Why he's here? Do I gotta watch this? Why this connect? I was like, Doom is just in here, and you're just like, all right, cool. We know who Doom is good enough, and his introduction will be, I think, an easier transition than other characters. The bad, I was like, the bad is basically, I guess, if you look at this as the smell of desperation, of like trying to like grab that last bit of hope from us or whatever like that, cause it's like, hey, we gotta go out here and get the old timers. You remember them guys? Y'all love them. Please come back. You used to love Lunchables when you was like 7. Why don't you like Lunchables at 37? And I mean, well, I'm not 37, but I still will eat a Lunchable. Maybe not the pizza ones no more, because the sauce nasty. But I was give me some crackers and meat. I got it. I was like, yeah. Anyway, so that's what it really is like. It's like we bringing back Iron Man. We're bringing back the Russos. We're bringing it's like that. The other side of this coin is that it's like, hey, come on, guys. Don't you remember when we all used to go to the playground and stuff? That's all it is. Trying to hit the nostalgia bug. Now, while it can make sense, like how I just said, from a story standpoint and the expectations of directing and all that other stuff. It also does look like, especially after they've been trying to do new people and stuff like that and get newer characters established. Guess what? They sort of seen that BS was not working. So let's go with what works. Let's go with what they like. Let's go to try to tie this in and bring them in at least for this last hurrah or whatever before they end up like deleting a whole bunch of characters and then trying to start over again. It's not. I don't think it's a bad plan, but I was like, I don't think it's necessarily bad, like I just said. But I do see if other people will get in the idea of like why can't you just do better with the writing and do better with the people that you get and things like that? Which I mean, also I feel like it's true. I was like, because before we knew who the Russos were, they were nobodies in a sense. I was like, before Robert Downey Jr. Bounced back in his career, I was like, so it's like, you could have had Doom, you could have did somebody new, you could have did new directors or more established, or just do the movies that we like and just get better with it. Yeah, but I was like, I think really hating it was really a weak argument in this situation. I know Marvel's been down, and I think a lot of times they do deserve criticism. And a lot of the stuff and a lot of things that they did, I don't think this is one of those here. I was like, I think this is fairly actually like the best and the smartest thing they could really do, especially at this moment of something that's basically going to have to turn around in a couple years. Like, these movies are like 25, 26. I was like, that's right around the corner for movies. Like, while we might be like, oh, that's 2 years from now. It's like, yeah, but that's just also 2 years where it's like we're going to get probably 2 movies next year, and a show or so next year. So it's like, it's going to blow by pretty fast. But I was like, but to me, this was the best way of trying to get your hardcore audience back on track, which I was like, that's the one that you don't want to lose, but I think it's also the best way of trying to get back in the zeitgeist of everything. I was like, which is sort of going to be hard to do, because I was like, look, over 2020, everything flip. But I think that to get some of those casuals to come back, because like at least you will probably get them back for the last little set of stuff where they're just like, oh, so was so and so back? Oh, okay, I'll check it out. Cause look, by then we're going to probably get most of the people back that from previous movies. I was like, Hawkeye's still around technically. I mean, you know, I know the other ones are dead or gone, or whatever. I think, you know, I was like, we're going to get Steve Rogers back. We're going to probably get Black Widow back. Like, we're probably going to get all of them back towards the end for the little Secret Wars joint. So, why not go ahead and hit a little bit of nostalgia with this and try to get those Captain Marvel back? I think it's a good plan. I think it's the best route they could have did. But anyway, what do you think? Do you like the choice for Doctor Doom? Do you like the Russos coming back? Do you like their plan and what they're trying to do in general? Are they just trying to save face? Are they trying to grasp for straws or grasp for something that just ain't there anymore? I don't know, but let me know what you think. You already know what I think. Until then, I'm out.